Okay, so yeah, I think I explained this part. Yes, I'll start from here. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in Deutschland jede dritte Probleme mit Cybermobbing hat. Falsche Geschichten, böse Kommentare und hässliche Fotos im Internet. Das bedeutet Cybermobbing für die Opfer. In ihrem Buch Generation Internet beschreiben John. I know, I read all this. Mobbing hat es immer gegeben. Okay, so die Autorin, aber das Internet macht Mobbing für die Täter besonders einfach. Okay, so Mobbing has been bullying, like cyber mobbing, internet bullying has been there, but then the internet has made it easier. Okay, the internet has made it easier to bully people online. Im Internet haben sie viele Leser und Leserinnen und können ganz anonym bleiben. So im Internet haben sie viele Internet, you have uh, viele readers, okay, and male readers plural and female readers plural. So it's Leserin, Leser und Leserin. But for female, when you're forming plural for female, we add another NEN to the ending. So yeah. So if you want to say maybe female doctors, a female doctor is the Ärztin. If you want to say female doctors, a group of female doctors, that one the Ärztinnen. Okay. The friend is masculine for male friend. The female is what? The Freunden. If you want to say a group of male friends, plural, will be what? The Freunde. Okay, the Freunde. Okay. But if you want to say plural for females, would be the Freundinnen. Okay, the Freundinnen. But generally, if you want to say a group of friends, both masculine and female, it's still the Freunde, just like a male. Okay, the Freunde. Yeah. So that's how we for female plural. Okay. Yeah. Then yeah. Können ganz anonym bleiben. One can stay anonymous, entirely anonymous. Für die Opfer ist das sehr gefährlich. Okay. Gefährlich is dangerous. For the victim, that is gefährlich. That is dangerous for the victim. Okay, was kann man gegen Cybermobbing tun? So yesterday I explained tun means to like actively do something. Okay, not not making. Okay, if you are baking a cake, you can just say I'm instead of using ich backe einen Kuchen. That's the normal baking a cake. You can say ich mache einen Kuchen, but you can't say I am doing a cake. Okay, that is false. It's tue einen Kuchen. That is false. Okay, but then we use this to when you are like actively doing something. Someone asks you, have you maybe are you doing like particular something? Then well, it's two of us. I'm doing it. Okay, so it depends. There's something like something not necessarily you are making it. Okay, maybe someone asks, have you done your homework? The person can use has to die in a house of carbon gemacht. Okay, you can use marking for house of carbon for specific things. You can use marking, but then two is like doing action, the action of doing itself. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, so auf keinen Fall darf man Opfer bleiben. Okay, auf in no way or in no case should one stay a victim. Okay, sagen die Experten. Man muss etwas tun. One has to do something. Okay. Oh sorry, dann hat Kevin seinen Eltern von seinem Problem erzählt. Okay. Yeah. Dann is like then. Okay, like maybe I eat in the morning then. So we use it like it's also like an adverb, okay? Yeah, so dann hat Kevin so seinen Eltern von seinem Problem erzählt. And I said erzählen means what to tell, okay? But we use erzählen for giving specific reports, okay? So if so in German we have tell, okay, we have reden. Reden is to talk, we have erzählen, yeah? Und sagen, okay? Sagen. Sagen means to say. But in German, we say, I am telling you what he told me. Germans will say, ich sage dir, was er mir gesagt hat. Okay, Germans will say, ich erzähle dir, was er mir gesagt hat. Okay, Germans won't say that. They will say, ich sage dir, because when we want to say, the Germans say, I am saying to you, or I am saying you. Okay, we use erzählen when we are giving specific reports or like telling stories, okay, or like narrating something. Okay, other than that, if I'm saying I am telling you, Germans will say, ich sage dir. We use sagen. Instead of saying he told me, Germans will say hat mir gesagt or sagte mir. Okay, so sagen is the common one, but we use erzählen for specific, like when we want to narrate something. Okay, then we use von. We can either use über und von. Okay, I'm telling you about, I'm telling you of, but then the commonest one is von. Okay, über is not very common. Okay, we use von for erzählen, but then if you use über, just remember that über will be what accusative, but then if you use von is dative. Okay, so if I'm telling you of my problem, it will be what? It's a tell dir von meinem Problem, because it's what that's problem. Yeah, but if I'm saying I am telling you about my problem, what? It's a tell dir über mein Problem. Okay, accusative. Das Problem stays the same. Yeah. Dann, ja. Sie sind zusammen zur Schule. She then Kevin told what his parents, seinen Eltern. And here is seinen plural because the Eltern is plural. Okay, so D will change to den and the dative because telling is a dative verb, just like sagen. I am telling it to you, sage dir, or ich sage es dir. I'm telling it to you. Okay, you know. So, sie sind zusammen zur Schule, zur Schulleiterin gegangen und haben gemeinsam eine Lösung gefunden. Okay, so sie sind zusammen, they went together, gegangen. Okay, sie sind zusammen gegangen. Okay, so they went to the school principal. Okay, female principal. That's why it's Leiterin, Schulleiterin. Is when it's their Schulleiter, then it's the school male principal. Okay, when it's the female, then it goes Schulleiterin, die Schulleiterin. That's why it's Sur. Male would have been sie sind zusammen zum Schulleiter, okay, gegangen und they found a problem, haben gefunden, okay, haben gefunden. Eine Lösung, the solution is the Lösung, okay. To solve is lösen. L-O umlaut S-E-N is to solve lösen. So if I'm saying I am solving the problem, right, ich löse das Problem. Okay, ich löse das Problem. Okay, so it's formed, the noun is formed from the verb lösen, which means to solve. So the solution is die Lösung. Die Lösung. Okay, yeah. So they found the solution. Einen Tag später waren Kevins Foto und die Kommentare nicht mehr im Netz. Okay, a day later, okay, then Kevin's photos were no more on the internet im Netz. Okay, so in Schulprojekten haben die Schüler dann das Problem Cybermobbing diskutiert. So they had in the school, they had a school project and they diskutieren, okay? So we are discussing the problem, wir diskutieren what das Problem, okay? Diskutieren. Denn heute liest Kevin alle SMS wieder gern. Naja, fast alle. Okay, so today, like these days, so like today, Kevin reads all messages, like he likes reading all messages. Oh, like not really do, but almost all. Naya is like it's it's the like it's way of expression. Naya. But I know the only thing I was always saying is the one you start using it. Okay, so yeah, good.
Ja, klar.
Yeah, so what's this thing here?
Yeah.
As to the theme of the camp, of the rent. Have you tidied up your room?
Yeah. So aufräumen instead of Pacho. Like I said, our target is to write B1 directly. So yeah, in fact, we are not using it. Ich putze mein Zimmer. I'm cleaning my room. We use aufräumen. Okay, aufräumen is to tidy up. Okay. And it's a problem. Okay, so ich räume. Ich räume mein Zimmer auf. If I'm asking you to, if I'm giving you an order and you do for me, what? Räume. Räume sofort dein Zimmer auf. Okay, you hear that a lot. The parents will be telling their children, "Hi, räume sofort dein Zimmer auf." Yeah, no, for you. That's the imperative. Okay. And then the past is what? Räumte. Ich räumte mein Zimmer auf. I tidied up my room. Ich räumte.
Okay, regular means.
Yeah, it's regular. Already it has an umlaut, so then I'll bet you. You have it. You have. So like I think about 90% of verbs that has umlauts in form. But that they are regular. Ich räumte mein Zimmer auf. Dann, ich habe mein Zimmer aufgeräumt. Okay, so henceforth I beg, I want here aufräumen instead of anstatt all of a sudden anstatt ich putze mein Zimmer. Okay, super.
Instead, yeah, I have done your teeth maybe one time so me do that. Other?
No, I'm cleaning my teeth. Putzen means to clean. Okay, putzen means to clean. Or you can use reinigen. Yeah, reinigen. If you reinigen or officially reinigen. Reinigen is more like official German. Yeah, reinigen or to clean. Okay. So ich reinige mein Zimmer. Okay, ich habe mein Zimmer gereinigt. Okay, ja. Und ich reinigte mein Zimmer. So reinigte. For PP.
Reinigte.
Because like for marking is marked. You said?
If you to aufräumen, ich räume mein Zimmer auf.
Yeah, but like officially not in newspapers and official document you see reinigen instead of. It's better to know, like just know it. I'm not saying you have to use it. If you know it is good, okay. Either if it's used in place of something, like instead of alpha, when they say they state Reinigen, you know they are talking about cleaning. Then the past. Okay. The market right one. Actually, I thought I was sharing also here. That's so it's Reinigen. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, Karen, are you home yet? Can you talk now?
Yeah.
Einigen. Okay, super. Einigen is to agree. I Einigen, using Einigen as a verb, or you mean Einigen as an adjective? So we have
Yeah, adjective.
Adjective is Einigen, not Einigen. Einige. Okay. Einzige. Own. Eigene.
I know of
So
only Einige and Eigene.
so Einige is like saying manche. Okay, it's proportional to manche.
Yeah,
okay,
manche.
It means some. Then einzige means only. Yeah, einzige means only. Yeah, und eigene is own. Okay. Gates.
Yeah.
So maybe um um I have someday. I want to use einige sentence. Okay. I have some
Einige. Oh, yeah. Ich habe einige persönliche Erfahrungen mit dem Thema.
huh?
Oder?
You said?
Ich habe einige persönliche Erfahrungen mit dem Thema.
Persönliche. Persönliche, okay.
Persönliche, okay, persönliche. Einige persönliche.
Persönliche. Ja. Ich habe einige persönliche Erfahrung. Is it to? We use experience to. Not mit. Zu dem Thema. And then we use experience to. Oder? I think so. Yeah, umlaut, yeah. So so your sentence is right. Then you want to say, that is my only money, or that's my only phone will be what?
Das ist mein einzige.
That is mine.
Ja, einzige. Was unter dein Phone?
Phone.
Für einziges Handy. Oder?
Yes, ja, das ist richtig.
Ja, genau.
Und
Eigene. In meiner Kindheit hatte ich eigenes Handy.
In my
Kindheit.
in meiner Kindheit.
Ja, meine Kindheit
hatte
ich ein eigenes Handy.
You have to use
Kein.
Yeah, kein. Study very realistic, okay? Kein eigenes
Ja,
Handy. Super. Well done.
Handy, ja.
Or instead of saying in my Kindheit, okay? Germans will say als Kind. Als Kind hatte ich ein.
That also mean is be
Yeah, it's just like V.
as kid.
You use, yeah. I'm freezing. My network is so poor.
It's maybe when
Yeah.
other
So like I won't, yeah, I won't give a vivid explanation, but you say if I come I will eat, then ich komme, esse ich, oder werde ich essen. Okay, when I say when I came, this one means when I come. Okay, this when here is when I come. Okay, yeah. But when I said when I came, past tense, we did als, but we use als with we use als as Plusquamperfect. Okay, like it's not important. Als ish. You can't say als ish gekommen bin. You have to say als ish come. Okay. Yeah. Als nein. Als ish gekommen war. Yeah, Plusquamperfect. Als ish gekommen war. Yeah. Habe ich gegessen. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was 20 years old, I was still living with my parents. Or when I was 20 years old, I began to live alone.
So als.
Then you can use als-ish as in
yeah.
als-ish.
Als-ish 20.
Ungefähr.
That's how you know we're talking about. Als is 20 Jahre war. Yeah, it's perfect. So, yeah. And it's like I said, the way no, it's not important. You go over it, okay? You might just ask the question. And what I want to give more, yeah, so in Nebensatz, okay? Nebensatz is what? Nebensatz is what? Subject, verb, objects, okay? Then for sorry, main clause, okay? Or Hauptsatz is subject, verb, object, okay? Or when you say you can switch it object, verb, subject, okay? Whichever way. But then in Nebensatz is always what? Subject or there's verb, okay? Subject or there's verb. I mean, the verb will go to the end of the sentence, okay? Okay, in Nebensatz. Subordinate clause, yeah. But when you start sentence with the subordinate clause, when you start sentence with the subordinate clause, that means your Nebensatz will go to what, like instead of saying like in the normal sense, this sentence, okay, this sentence will be what the main, which one is the main clause? Yes, you see, yeah. So the main clause is what I will eat. Then the subordinate clause is what if I come, okay? So this when is like not necessarily when, but then if, okay? If I come, but like when I come is still fine. Okay. Yeah. So is the subject is werde essen.
Actually, stop sharing the screen. No.
Is your network is werde essen wenn ich komme. You see, there you go. So this was the normal subject, verb, objects. Oh yeah, Then subordinate clause will be what? Subject, but this one is just a conjunction. So here's our subject, then the others, then the verb will go to the end of the sentence. Okay. Yeah. But when we start sentences with the subordinate clause, that's when then your verb, when you start sentence with subordinate clause, then it will be what? Subject, subordinate subject, object, subject, object, verb, comma, then your main clause, then you start with the verb, verb, subject, object. This one is the Hauptsatz, comma, Nebensatz. Main clause, subordinate clause. Okay, yeah. So I will eat when I come. Okay. But then when you start the sentence with this the Nebensatz, okay, that's where it will be. Vanish comma, then you immediately have to go to your saying. Yeah. So this one will be any question? Any question?
No, Rabbi. By more examples, by skill.
Um, if he lies, I will tell the truth. Karen, your uncle. Lies, to lie is, Karen, this sentence is for you. To lie is lügen. Umlaut. Okay. Lie. And it's regular. Okay, so German will be Karen, let's go.
Wenn
Mhm.
ihr liegt,
Lügen. Okay. When you
Lügt.
lügt. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
werde ich
Werde ich.
the truth,
The truth is die Wahrheit.
die Wahrheit
Mhm.
sagen.
Ja.
Actually, you swear it's Salina.
No.
With the
So I
Emma.
was explaining this. I was explaining it earlier. I give a vivid explanation not long ago between a Zellen and Zagen. But I will repeat it. Whether each die Wahrheit sagen. Okay, oder sage ich die Wahrheit. Your network is still breaking, so if I explain right now, I don't know if you still get it.
Yeah, Charlie, let's go.
Yeah, so erzählen und sagen in German for speaking, like the most common one, even if I'm telling you because it's sage dir, although erzählen means to tell and sagen means to say. We use sagen most often. We only use erzählen when we are narrating a story or we are reporting something. We are giving a vivid explanation on something. Okay, on something that's happening. Okay, so I can tell you, oh, it's erzähle dir fun. We use it with fun. Italian is used with fun. Okay, fun is dative. So if I'm telling you about my wedding will be what, it's erzähle dir is dative. It's erzähle dir von meiner Hochzeit. If I'm telling you of my problem, what, it's erzähle dir von meinem Problem. Okay, yeah. Okay, be like specific things we use erzählen, but then when you are just talking, like, we only use erzählen when we are going to narrate something. Okay, yeah, most of the time stories, something that's happening. Yeah, but then sagen, yeah, sagen is always used. When I'm telling you to come with what is sage dir zu kommen. Germans will say it's erzähle dir zu kommen. That is like more than that's like poetry. You hardly see that. So sagen is there. Yeah. So yeah, so this sentence follows the what? In this sentence, which one came first? The Nebensatz. Okay. So this sentence, this format is the Nebensatz. The Nebensatz came first before the main sentence, the main clause. Okay. So the main clause. Okay. So the main clause is what? I will tell the truth. And the subordinate clause is when he lies. Okay. Yeah. So the verb will come immediately for the main clause was the verb will start the main clause. Okay. Yeah. But followed by what? The subject. Okay. But when you start the sentence with the main clause, this the Hauptsatz und Nebensatz, then go with your normal flow. Ich werde die Wahrheit sagen, wenn ihr lügt. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you read a new answer. Nummer 1. Karen, let's go.
Kevin hat die Nachrichten auf seinem Handy lustig gefunden.
Is that richtig oder falsch?
Falsch.
Ja, das ist ja falsch. Dann okay, Nummer 2.
Das Foto im Internet hat Kevin gefallen. Das ist falsch.
Okay, das ist ja falsch. Collins.
Kevin hat die Tete gekannt.
No. Richtig oder falsch?
Richtig.
No, das ist falsch. What, this sentence, like, what do you make out of it? How do you understand it? What is gekannt?
New.
The can't is to
I mean, like,
you don't know the do it.
to
No,
know.
that is falsch.
Yeah.
perpetrator. But just because I said the doer doesn't, I was just using it as vice the perpetrator or like the Einbrecher. Okay, so it's now what I was saying, yeah. So kennen means to know. Wissen. Do you know the difference between their usage? Also means to know.
Yeah.
I feel that on my
Okay, so
beginning of the class crying.
so to know animate objects or
Yeah,
like yeah, living, it's not necessarily living things,
right.
but like
Right.
living. Yeah. And this one is for
Okay.
to know information. Okay. If you want to say, oh, I know this street, but can I? All those is okay. So then it's not necessarily living thing, but like I think nouns, not just nouns. Specific. Let me say specific nouns. Which Kennedy Strasse. I know the street of which Kennedy Strasse. Okay. You know, say I know how old he is. Then it what's H5 because it's an information. Okay. Twice, comma, V out here is Nebensatz. Okay. Nebensatz, your verb will go to the end of the sentence. You won't say H5 here uh is vice v out is here. When I say it's vice, v out is here, I'm asking a question. I know. How old is he? Is it because in the normal sentence, if I'm asking about v out is true or v out is here? Okay. But when you put it in this format, it'll be a question. Okay. Maybe that your verb will go towards the end of the sentence in subordinated clauses. Okay. All right. So even in English, sometimes it happens like that. You will say, I know how old he is. So even in English, your Nebensatz, you push it to the end of the sentence. You see, we've never thought of it because, like I said, because you were like we taught English right from infancy. That's why like there are some rules that we don't actually recognize them because we just use it like off head. Okay, so if you were to learn English right now, you were complaining initially what say verb will put it to the end of the sentence, like the verb to the end of the sentence. But English too, I know how old he is. Okay, so in English too. Subordinate clause, the verb is at the end of the sentence. But when you're asking the normal sentence, when you're asking, you say, how old is he? You see? So it's the same for German, but just that English is not consistent. Okay. English, not all Nebensatz. Okay. Even in German too, not all Nebensatz, unless maybe you use some specific conjunctions that will push the verb to the end of the sentence. But then if you are forming such sentences, that's the Nebensatz depends on the main clause, and then what the Nebensatz, the verb will be pushed to the end of the sentence. Okay. Yeah, when you say I believe that because I used that, that's why what the I said I believe he is coming. Okay, and I say that's what ich glaube. Ich glaube, ihr kommt. Okay. This one is not a Nebensatz. Hey, sorry. It's still a Nebensatz. No, it's not a Nebensatz because it can stand alone. He's coming can stand alone. Okay, so it's not a Nebensatz. But immediately I use a Nebensatz. I use a conjunction that requires the verb to go to the end. Then, what? Maybe let me say. Okay. Hier kommt am Montag. Is it Imobia for coming? Okay. So when I use I believe that, am I typing in the right? Yeah, chapter 9. Make a version. So when I say I believe that, immediately I use that. Then here the foreign word is what? That. In German, this that requires the verb to go to the end of the what? The sentence. Okay. So when I use it this way, then it will be what? Ich glaube, dass ihr Montag kommt. So it's two ones for depend on how you use it. Okay. Geht's? All right. Rule number 4, Karen. Somebody substitution we but no we say na came so called.
In
Karen number
Deutschland,
4.
in Deutschland haben nur Jugendliche Probleme mit Cybermobbing. Falsch.
Ja. Wer auch hat Probleme mit Cybermobbing. You said falsch, and I'm asking you who else? Where out? Who also? A vacciner. The vaccinator.
Adults.
Okay. The vaccinator. Adults. Yeah.
No, I was thinking about how to say.
Yeah, a vaccine. Okay. Yeah. Then continue. Number 5. Then okay. What is number 5?
Mobbing im Internet ist gefährlich. Denn man kennt die Täter nicht.
Yeah, restriction of falsch.
Oh, it's been article.
Yeah, so the answer is true. Yeah, it's dangerous because one don't know the perpetrator. Number 6. Yeah, number 6.
Die Schulleiterin hat Kevin geholfen.
Ja.
Ja, richtig.
Das ist richtig. Okay, hier. So. Yeah. So Karen, read.
Wie steht es im Text? Ergänzen Sie die Partizipien und ordnen Sie dann die Sätze.
Die Sätze.
I just start.
So yeah, read that.
which in Schul
No.
Projekt
Read the options first.
erzählt, angezogen, angefangen,
Angezogen. Zogen, not zogen. Angezogen.
angefangen, diskutiert,
Nah, pronounce it.
angezogen,
Mhm.
angefangen, diskutiert, ausgesehen, aufgestanden, bekommen.
Okay. Yeah, so you read and you answer. And okay, let's go. Nice. Which verb passed?
But you madam Karen ko eba na matter so I'm
Karen, let's go.
In Schulprojekten haben die Schüler das Problem diskutiert oder
So you answer. Yeah. Diskutiert.
Aber am nächsten Morgen ist Kevin nicht aufgestanden.
Okay. Karen, next.
Dann hat Kevin, okay,
Yeah, Karen, let's go. Schnell. Oh God.
dann hat Kevin seinen
normal.
Eltern von seinem Problem erzählt.
Dann Karen.
Er hat schrecklich ausgesehen. Es hat mit ein paar dummen Nachrichten auf seinem Handy angefangen.
Ja.
Jemand hat ihm auf dem Foto eine schwarz-weiß karierte Jacke angezogen. Ibasa anti eco pasta eco present paper.
Yeah.
It's a chopper.
Yeah, it's Tien, not it's Tien. Tien is yeah. So it's not even with an. There is the verb Tien. Tien itself. Tien is the verb.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So Tien is sogen.
Yeah.
And the past tense is chok. Only the en.
Yeah, zogen. Yeah.
If you want to say maybe I was like Tien is to move out. Okay. If you want to say I've moved out, but it's been umgezogen. Okay. Yeah. So it stays the same. Okay. So they was important to know that Tien is zogen. So it's zogen. So when you anywhere any combination with Tien will be what zogen. So it's not difficult. Always focus on the main verb. Okay. The main verb. Okay. And you know how to form it on your own. Yeah, so we've been asked to ordnen. Okay, we are to arrange it which sentence comes after the other. So they've already given us answer to the first one. So they said Kevin hat gute Noten bekommen. Okay, that's the first sentence. So of these, the other six, which one will be the second? Which one follows? Like when you are telling the story, which one follows? So Kevin was having good grades, or Kevin had good grades. Then hat meets Impa. Is that the next one? Is that number 2? Or Yeman hat him? So I think this
Yeah,
is
mit ein paar Domains.
yeah. Then which one is next?
Jemand.
Yeah, Yeman had him. Someone, and so like if he was getting good grades, then it started with what stupid messages on his phone. Then
Screening is
yeah. So 2. Okay. Then the next one is 4a has schrecklich ausgesehen. Then the next morning he didn't want to wake up. Okay. Then he told his parents about the problem. That'll be what, number 6. Then the next solution was they discussed it in the school. All right. So yeah. So sometimes you're able to find solutions, like arranging and okay. They're not converter. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so here. So we've learned a lot about trendbaren. Okay, trendbaren is what separable verbs. Okay, so this time around we have to learn about inseparable verbs. Verbs that are inseparable. That means our focus will be what? On inseparable prefixes. Okay. Yeah, so auf, an, all the prepositions, okay, all prepositions that are combined, okay? But even with über is Vexel. Unter is also can be like can sometimes be separable and inseparable. Überfahren and überfahren. We have 2 überfahren. One is separable, one is inseparable. So with über, sometimes it can be separable or not separable. But aside this unter and über, I think all prepositions on when prepositions, okay, all prepositions that are combined with verbs, okay. How do I put it? Like when a preposition, I really get it. You get it. Like when the prefix is a preposition, okay, when the prefix is a preposition, automatically it's a separable verb. Okay, so which prepositions do we know? We know an, auf, what, for, mit,
Welchen?
was noch? Is it?
Welchen?
Switch, we don't use switching to, I'm saying preposition, that's how used to it. Like they are combined with verbs to form a different, to make a different meaning. Preface, when they are used as prefaces. So we have an, auf, was noch?
two.
Hmm? Yeah, two. Yeah, two. Yeah. Two. Mac. Yeah. Um,
But what about Vita?
by. Yeah. Vita is not a preposition, but then it's separable. Okay.
Okay.
Vita is not necessarily a preposition. It's like an adverb near combining. We added to verbs to change the meaning, like just to say continue doing that thing. So I'm doing it. I'm going to continue to do it. Maka is Vita. I'm going to continue working. It's laufe weiter. I'm going to continue eating. It's esse weiter. Yeah. So it's not necessarily a preposition, but so by und was noch? I think these are the main ones, right? Oder?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zwischen ja, ich glaube, ja. Yeah, so all these are separable. Okay, so when these prepositions are used with verbs, they are separable prefixes. Okay, I've made it easier, right? Yeah. The example is anziehen, vorbereiten, mitmachen, zubereiten. Yeah, is also, yeah. Yeah. Banking.
Auf.
Yeah, man, draw auf gets plenty.
Auf.
Oh, yeah. Macdenken.
No, auf, not auf.
Yeah, aus is also okay. Aus is already there. Aus, yeah. Then beitragen oder beibringen. Umsteigen. Dann probieren. Try something out. Okay. I believe we know the meaning for all this. Which ones don't you guys know?
Maybe the zubereiten is with
Yeah, zubereiten is to prepare, but this bereiten means to prepare food.
Yeah,
to prepare food. It's bereitet das Essen zu. Okay. It's bereitet das Essen zu. I am preparing the food. Then vorbereiten is to prepare for something, to get ready for something. So it's bereiten mich is separable. It's bereiten mich auf. We prepare, we use auf. It uses auf. Okay, I'm preparing myself for the interview. Ich bereite mich auf das Vorstellungsgespräch. Yeah. Okay. Prepare yourself for something. Sich vorbereiten. Okay, super. Reflexive.
Yeah.
So if you want to mention the thing that you are preparing yourself for, then we use auf. Okay. Use auf. The mitmachen, you already know, to do something with, to join them to be right. And then nachdenken. It still means to think, but then we use it when we are talking about something serious. Okay, the musebia and it's used with Uber. Maybe you have to think about the job offer. Okay, you think about like maybe extensive thinking. Okay. And it's used with what? Uber nachdenken. So the thing that you have to think of, then you use this. Maybe you have to think of my father would be what? ich muss über meinen Vater nachdenken, oder I'm thinking like seriously about the job offer, because ich denke über das Jobangebot nach. Okay, means I'm going to think after that. Okay, that's why it's nachdenken. Then beitragen means to contribute. Okay. Yeah, to contribute. Then umsteigen wir remote. And ausprobieren means to try out. All right, so yeah, so these are separable prefixes and prepositions. Separable prefixes, prepositions that are not separable, like I don't want to say they are fixed, because sometimes like German they always have exception, but for now we just use it über und unter. Okay, and these prepositions are used to combine, then they are inseparable. Okay. So we have überlegen. Überlegen may also means to think seriously after something, just like it's like synonym for nachdenken. Then it's reflexive. Sich überlegen. Yeah, think seriously. Then unterschreiben, to sign. If you say I'm signing, what is unterschreibe? Ich unterschreibe, oder? Wo muss ich auf dem Formular unterschreiben? Where should I sign on the document? Okay. Yeah, on the form. Yeah. The others, which are not prepositions, but they are inseparable prefixes. They are ER, BE, ENT, VER. Yeah. So BE is inseparable. VER, ENT. ER. What's not? Yeah. Carry coming out. They are inseparable prefixes. Okay, we have a lot out there too. The others, and all Latin verbs are all the Latin verbs. There's the IE, REN. Okay, they're also inseparable. Like we just add T to the end and we remove the EN Latin verbs. So this and then we just add what, we remove the EN and add the example is besuchen. If you want to say I visited, okay, besuchen, visit. The past tense is what we just add. You remove your en and just add your t for regular ones, but it should be besuchte. Okay. Then the past, the present perfect, or the partitive zwei will be what? At besucht. Okay. So for example is verlieren, to lose. Okay. The past tense will be what? Verloren. Okay. Ich verlor meine Tasche. I lost my what? mein. Dann ist verloren. Hat verloren. I have lost my bag. Ich habe meine Tasche verloren. Okay, for the past participle, so I pass. Yeah. Then and I want to give all the ends I know are big ends. Let's use entspannen, yeah. Entspannen. Is sich entspannen, to relax yourself. To relax yourself. Okay. So the past tense is what? Sich entspannte. Okay. Then the Partiziple 2 is what? Hat entspannt. Okay. And then the example is excelling. Okay. Excelling is excelte. Okay. Excelte. Okay. I told him my problems. Ich erzählte ihm von meinen Problemen. Okay. Because ich habe ihm, so hat erzählt. Okay. Then the Latin ones are the verbs with IE and then so passieren. To happen, okay? I said that happened yesterday. That's passierte. Okay? Passierte. For the past tense, then the passive will be what? Sein. Passierte. It's passiert, sorry. Just add T, remove your diskutiert, diskutieren. Diskutieren, what we discussed it. We have an S wir diskutierten, okay? Diskutierte. Diskutierte, okay? Dann wir hat diskutiert.
Diskutieren.
Diskutierte. Oh, we just add
English,
to
discussion.
discuss. Yeah, this to discuss. Yeah. To discuss.
Discussion. And yeah, discussion.
Discussion is the noun. Discussion. Okay. Discussion, sorry. Yeah, that's just the noun. Then yeah. Then Gits.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So the Eva to have übernachten, okay, to sleep over. Okay, so what ich übernachtete. Übernachten what ich übernachtete. Nachtete. Because when you remove the en, okay, we just add our t, okay, we add te to what regular verbs, okay, to form the past tense. But when you delete your en to add your t to what you see, so in German we add t before what the t so that we can pronounce everything. So yeah, so that's why it's übernachtete. Yeah. Then it will be what the past will be what hat übernacht. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We know Gates.
Mm.
Lawrence. So the past tense for I signed. I signed will be what? What's the
I
verb?
signed.
Schreiben. The past tense for schreiben is
Schreibte.
schrieb. Schreiben for the schrieb. With I verbs with EI combination. We just
Yeah, to change.
change the position. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's what unterschrieb my signature. And if you want to say I have signed using the past the participle zwei what hat unterschrieben because unterschrieben, sorry. Unterschrieben. Yeah, unterschrieben.
Yeah.
So example it's I'm giving you like important verbs that you have to know under each. So we have entscheiden. Entscheiden means what?
Yeah, to decide.
To decide. So what the how to be the
To
past tense
decide.
for how to be the past tense for entscheiden.
Entschieden.
Entschied. Okay, where is it? It's entschied. Okay. Entschied, not entschieden. Entschieden is a past participle. So I decided to it's entschied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how can past now? Imagine go in the zoo, present tense.
On the past it's why we had entschied. Hat entschieden, yeah.
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 Ah, boy, so you can't say reflective one.
No, entscheiden. It's entscheiden. Ah, yeah. It's entscheiden, yeah.
Yeah.
It's entscheiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's reflexive.
I think the test when they say
Yeah.
it shall be missed. Yeah, it's reflexive.
Yeah. Decide yourself also. Hat sich. Yeah, so ich habe mich für, and it's used with the preposition für to tell what you decided. Okay. Preposition für. So I decide to come here. I won't use like maybe I decide. The car will have to use it in a different way. Like just like you saying you chose in that, like maybe in the at the end of the day, want to say you chose Germany, like you decided Germany, but
it shall be missed and Sweden.
Ich habe mich für Deutschland entschieden. Okay. Für Deutschland entschieden. Okay.
Boy, similar to me, so can you see? Ich habe mich entschieden, comma, to Berlin reisen.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to avoid. When you say, when you verbs it's fixed prepositions, just like this entscheiden has few prepositions. Okay, they are fixed prepositions. That means if you use it, you have to use the verb. You have to use the preposition. So in German, because like before to when you use it in Lebensatz sentence that have Lebensatz music. I decided to come here. What was your sentence? What was the sentence?
Ich habe mich entschieden, to Berlin reisen.
We said nach Berlin, cities. Have you forgotten? And we are saying we are heading towards cities. We use nach. We don't use to for cities. We use to for what? Humans. To the doctor. Yeah. Nach Berlin. You said nach Berlin. What? To reisen oder was? So it will be ich habe mich dafür. Don't ask me. You haven't gotten there. That's why I didn't want to use it. So you can't do away with the preposition.
That for you, that for me, that's the name. Wow, boy, also in a time actually training.
No, that's I think maybe I don't know if it's A2 and then or maybe B1 and B1. That's why I didn't want to go there. Okay, we haven't gotten there. Yeah. So when you use those verbs,
Darum, that's how down, but Dazu give that feel those kind of the act.
though, like yeah, they mean that even the room is there for. But if you want to say like maybe I am worried about use this organ. I am worried about. If you want to tell the thing that you are worried about, we use I'm worried. Okay. Okay. So you use the fixed preposition for the saying you are worried about something. Is what I'm worried about. We use So I want to say it's not like I'm saying this thing is not necessary right now. We haven't got into verbs with fixed preposition, but I'm just saying that their usage is not difficult, just like the fear, because the thing that you decided to do was rather an activity and not a noun. When it's a noun, then what the fear when it's a noun, then the fear will take the what the fear, the noun will come after the fear. But the thing that you decided to do was an activity, then you have to what? Yeah, so I am worried about my father. What his Sorge mich meinen Vater. Okay.
Don't you use Uber?
No, it's fixed. In English, you can't say I am worried for my. Okay, you can say I am worried. When you say you are worried for someone, that means you are not actually worried about the person, but you fear that something that So like if so in English, even if you say worried about, that is fixed. Okay, so you can't just so in German to is fixed. Okay, so when you learn these verbs, you learn their prepositions to. Some are same as in English. Let's say I am beginning. Let's say in the sentence with the passage we read like it started with, it has met doing na Christian. So it started with. So that's fixed in English. Same in German. We use met. Okay. So some are just like in English, but some changes they are totally different. Those are the ones you have to focus on. Like regardless, you have to learn in. So we're going to say I am worried that I am worried. Maybe I am worried. I am worried myself because I don't know how to work. Okay, I am worried that he might do something stupid. No, that would be what is Sorge mich darum. So even with it's either or fear. I'm worried fear, but the A is very common. It's more common. Yeah, is Sorge mich darum. Dann yeah, it was Dumas Vode. Okay, like it's not important, like I said. Okay, I'm worried that he might do. Okay, so use the future, something that may happen. Okay, it was you do something stupid. It's not important, but I'm just saying that this fixed preposition, this fixed verbs with fixed prepositions, you can't do away with them. We use DA we combine them with DA. So if the verb starts with a vowel, then we bring what R before it. But then if already it's when it starts with what a consonant, then we just add DA. So it will be what that we won't say that because already it starts with what we won't say that. So like how we get there, it's not important. But what I was teaching was like just know the separable and inseparable prefixes. Okay. Yeah. So use it and use them wisely. That's the most important. Okay. We are going by the book. When we get there, I'll give more clarification on it. But like I said, the focus here today is that you get to know separable and inseparable prefixes. And I said verbs, um, separable, sorry, all prepositions aside unter und über. When these prepositions are combined with what verbs, then they become what they are separable. Okay, but when it's über und unter, then it's inseparable. Okay, the rest an, auf, for, to, they are also separable. Okay, the main verb will be conjugated, then the an, auf will go to the end of the sentence. And when you are forming what they are participles fly. Okay, when you're forming the present perfect, then it's the separable will come, then gay will come in between it, then the main verb will conjugated. Okay, and add t. Like you remove the verb stem. Hearing is hearing. You remove the verb stem, which is what en from it. Then you add what your t to require is aufgehört. But for irregular verbs, you just have to learn them by heart. So anfangen is what angefangen is irregular. So like we discussed, 99% of irregular verbs ends with what en. Okay, so kommen is what gekommen. Okay, you have to learn them by heart. Okay, then for inseparable prefixes, you just add t when it's regular. When it's not regular, the focus will be what on the main verb, how it's conjugated. If telling is regular, then you just what erzählt. Okay, it's kommen is regular, then you just be what sorry, but kommen is irregular. Okay, we add ge, but because for inseparable verbs we don't bring any ge in between them, then you ignore what the ge and follow like then your kommen will follow. For inseparable prefix, there's no ge. Ge is only for separable prefixes. Okay, yeah. So you can't add you can't say big kommen. So because ge is separable, the b won't go away for ge to come there now on your side. Okay, so step two. So entschuldigen. Entschuldigen means to say sorry. Okay, that's what you say. Entschuldigung. Okay, this entschuldige. This entschuldigen means to say sorry or to apologize. Okay, yeah. So ent is inseparable. So you just add your t for separable. You just add your t. The inseparable ones then. Yeah, so like that. Okay, so like I said, the most important thing is that you just focus on the main verb, erzählen, kommen, entschuldigen, lehren, nackten, schreiben. They are the main verbs. Okay, the focus should always be on the main verbs. If you are worried about conjugation, just focus on the main verb. So just know how should again is conjugated, how lehren is conjugated, how nackten, schreiben, they are conjugated. Then the next one will be what you knowing that is preceded by what a separable or inseparable prefix. When it's preceded by separable prefix, then it will be what the separable prefix will come, then ge will come between them, then the normal conjugation of the verb for the positive will follow. Okay, when it's inseparable, then you won't add any what ge between the main verb and the prefix. They are stuck together. Okay, so you just add your t for regular ones. Then for irregular ones, we just go back to what your en, or some are so irregular that they change their form. You have to learn them by heart. Verlieren is verloren, so different from have to learn them by heart. Okay, any question? Is there a question? Is there a question?
So Mark Vita.
No question.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so Should we do it? Oh, bro.
Monday ni atwa. Se problem
Yeah.
ni yikanya ma.
Oh, nice. So just 3 pages. 3 pages. Nice. So then we complete chapter 9 on Monday. Okay. I'm waiting A1 exams now. You said? You say a day. Hey.
Miss time bem. Hey, time bem. Hey.
Another day.
Miss time bem, man, cadê? I said what time? Miss time bem.
I thought you said a day.
Miss time bem.
So I'll like measure your cerebral, so I'll let you guys know. Okay.
Okay. Opa, envy we no nang de. Yam finish so. Trainer
Okay,
can.
all right. Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah. So when we are done, then I'll see.